Today I play Who We Are About to Die. It's a gladiator RPG roguelike where death is permanent for your character. It features career management and unique physics simulated combat. It's currently in early access on Steam. I began my journey as Portus Leono, a lava at rank 1. I was told that gladiators have all kinds of backgrounds, which meant they were either forced or decided for themselves to fight. Then Georgios told me about his past as a gladiator and that he now hosts fights himself. He allowed me to go through his training camp to learn the basics of movements and fighting. Someone also lost a lot of coins on the ground in the training camp, so I was so free to pick them all up. After finishing up the training and throwing some axes, I was allowed to do some test fights where no one could die, which made it kinda unclear to me if I'm actually ready to fight or if I need more training. I guess I'm ready for my first match now. I had some fancy equipment, most notably the golden helmet. I fought a guy who looked like he was wearing just underwear or came out of a hospital with all his cast still on. When I defeated him by poking my spear in his shoulder, woohoo, right in the head. I thought that wasn't that difficult, just to get surprised by 12 more gladiators that have been released into the arena. Oh no. For a moment I thought this was the end of me. But then I realized that I had a team who was wearing the same purple clothes that I did. So I wasn't alone and hope was rising again. We were able to win and 2 of my teammates were still living. Yeah! After admiring all the stats of my first fight and being proud of surviving my first fight, it turned out it was all just for show. Because I am Musu Krinkalos, a retired soldier who hasn't fought in years but wants to secure his retirement by winning fights to the death? Not sure if that's the best way to secure a retirement fund, but who am I to tell? I accepted the challenge. I just have to earn 100,000 coins and then I could retire. That can't be that difficult, can it? And because it's my first attempt trying to survive the arena fights, I got a free shield and a weapon. After figuring out all the available menus and information, I bought some training gear so I can train before the next fight. The tooltip told me to focus on stamina, so that's what I did. I now had to make a choice in which fight I want to kill everyone. I went for a 1 versus 1 fight because if I die, I guess there's only me to blame. It was also a fight where I start with no weapons and I have to work with what the spectators would throw into the arena. And I say arena, but it turns out this fight was not in a fancy arena, but in a city center in Tarantia. Fine with me, as long as I don't die. So I'm running down this alley, trying to be the first on the battlefield, to pick up the best shield and weapon that I could find. I picked up a spear and realized that I can't pick up a shield with a 2-handed weapon already in my hand. 3 swings in, I hit my enemy once, but completely exhausted my stamina. I couldn't do anything until I have more stamina. That wasn't good, and I knew that. Okay, I'm gonna drop this weapon, and I'm gonna get that sword here. That is exactly what I needed. Once I had the sword, it was just a matter of time for me to defeat this enemy. Yes, I think I got him. Nice. I call that a victory. I earned some coins and fame. What a good start into earning my retirement fund. I didn't buy any new equipment, but got a free healing from my physician. I bought more training gear and pushed for maximum stamina training. This meant I was going to have 40% less stamina next fight, but would gain a total of 8 stamina after that. I also changed what I'm wearing around my neck to a wolf fur cloak. I think it makes me look more fancy, and I was hoping my enemy would be more afraid of me. I don't know if it made a difference though. And because I won my first one-on-one, I went for another one-on-one. Why not? And also because it has a high payout of coins and fame, so it only made sense. Oh, and it was a fight where I have to pick up my own weapons from the ground again. So we knew that works at least somehow for me. This time it was in a grand villa. Looks nicer than the city center from earlier. I picked up a sword and a shield to be as balanced as possible. It started out good, but then I got disarmed by my enemy. I was able to pick up my sword again and continue the fight, but only seconds later it broke, because it was damaged. The enemy already threw an axe at me, so I knew it was somewhere on the ground. While searching for it, I tried not to die, as I felt defenseless without the weapon. When I picked up the axe, I just needed to regenerate my stamina, and then I would be ready to end the fight. And that's exactly what I did. I just chopped the guy's head off and called it a victory. I was now looking for a new weapon to keep. and went with the ordinary one-handed sword. I earned 2,500 coins and fame. And now I got a fever, which meant I lose 20% of my health and my stamina will be capped to 40 for the next week. This also meant I can't train my stamina this week as well. Every week the shop items change, so I had a closer look at them and decided to save my money for better equipment. I was then checking how the patrons favor me and selected another one-on-one fight. The more favor I have with a patron, the higher the chance a positive event will happen to me. Now I'm back at the city center, this time for the first time with my own sword and shield. This was my fastest victory so far. It only took 33 seconds for the victory. After this match, I got my official introduction to the 4 patrons. My goal was to get on the good side with all of them. This means I have to find fights with each patron. I leveled up to rank 3 and choose the pole armor as my price. I later realized that it doesn't allow me to wear a shield at the same time, so sold for 500 coins. I also sold my shoes to lose less stamina regeneration. With the coins I had now, I bought a sturdy chest piece. Then I bought the regular amount of training gear to be able to focus my training on stamina this week. This time I choose a 2 versus 2 match. By the way, on the bottom left are a lot of detailed information listed that can be really helpful throughout the fight, like how much damage I did or how much damage my armor took from the enemy hit. The only issue is that my focus is on the enemy and my next attack all the time. So whenever I try to read what's going on, I probably just got hit by an enemy because I wasn't looking at them. Not complaining, just saying. A few seconds later, my buddy and I defeated the other team. I like that game. Another victory in the bag. I leveled up to level 4. And this time, I choose to get 100 coins for all my next characters, instead of the one-time fame for this character. And then I was told there's some kind of disease in town that turned people purple. This meant that all physicians will be busy this week and won't be able to heal me. So I choose to donate 1,000 coins to help people in need. It turns out a university professor took my coins to research the sickness and found out it was just some beet dye that was dumped into water and turned people purple. The prof mentioned my name when he reported about this news to the upper class, and this actually gave me 4% favor with all patrons and 500 fame on top of that. Not sure what I was expecting, but I was happy I did spend the coins. I had an impressive chest piece in the shop today, but didn't have nearly as much coins as I would need. So I skipped buying gear and went on to get more stamina training scheduled for my character. Then I spent some of my fame to reveal the details for the next fight and choose another 1 versus 1 fight. Besides me feeling comfortable with a single enemy, it also had a really good reward. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's battle that thing. That's cool with me. This time in a small villa. Ooh, that's fancy. It's small. Almost a minute into the fight, I was able to destroy the enemy's shield. Yes. Yes. Which should allow me to get some direct hits into the target. And then, literally 5 seconds later, his body was just a ragdoll flying through the room. Another victory for my character, who dreamt to retire after earning enough coins from these fights. A big fan of mine slipped through security to give me his family heirloom, a basic Dakar. Not sure what it is, I accepted the gift. Turns out, it's exactly the same weapon I was already using. Same stats and everything. I guess that's fine with me. The shop had a fancy golden helmet available in masterwork quality. While I really liked it, I couldn't afford it at all. I would need to have to save up for another few weeks just to afford that helmet. So I decided not to freeze the item for next week, because that costs fame every single week, and I didn't want to spend that much. After scheduling more stamina training, I choose a 5 versus 5 fight that would provide an extra 10% gold and would ensure that my equipment is not going to lose any durability. Sounds like a win-win to me. We were in the pit, and I tried to attack someone from the back, which backfired just a few seconds later when he disarmed me. I didn't see where my weapon went, so I was just wandering around trying to find it and not getting hit. I need to get to my weapon. Where did it fly? Is it here? Is that my weapon? Oh, I have a strong feeling that's not my weapon. Where's my weapon? No! Oh, I saw it here. Get it? I put some good hits into the enemy. Okay, just... Yes! Yes! And once he was killed, I went on to the next one. Another victory in the bag. Now I'm in a good standing with 3 out of 4 patrons, or hosts. For my level 5 rank upgrade, I choose to give my next character 2000 coins. Mostly because I'm not using two-handed axes right now. Oh, and a spectator told the tale of my last fight, and that seemed to have made the rounds. So I gained 1000 fame for free. Pretty nice. I unlocked another equipment slot in the shop to maybe get something good that I can afford. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything good in there. This time I choose not to only train stamina, but also one-handed sword skills, so I can increase my damage output. Well, and then I decided it would be a good idea to do another 1 versus 1 fight, but this time it had 3 skulls next to it, which means it's 3 levels above mine. Nice. This looks like a pretty fancy arena. Oh, am I taunting him? That's funny. Where is he? I know he's right there. I tried to attack from the left, so he couldn't easily block my attack with the shield, but then I guess I got a bad feeling about this fight. Okay, I'm losing here. Lot of health. Just 30 seconds into the fight, I already lost around 25 health. Okay, this is a tough one. The spectators didn't like my performance, so they started throwing random foods at me. I was able to get a few hits in that damaged him, but it didn't seem to bother him much. Maybe I should try and destroy his shield. Oh, I lost my shield. Well, he just destroyed my shield, so that's not good. The audience got upset that I didn't spill enough blood while I was trying to manage my survival here. Okay, this might be the end. This might be the end if I'm not managing correctly here. After blocking a few more hits, and also getting hit a lot, I was able to finally destroy his shield. Okay, perfect. This is the light at the end of the tunnel I was waiting for. Now I felt I had a chance to win again. I was able to get a few more hits in. Looks like I'm dealing very little damage. While running on my last health point, I was able to put in a big blow. 20 damage right there in his face. I don't want to die. Oh no! Ooh. I died. Never going to get the coins needed for my retirement. I did survive 7 weeks of brutal fights and killed a total of 15 other fighters. I guess I have to be proud of not dying in the first week. Keep it positive. Just like the headline here, yet another aspirant dies. Sounds like this is just another day and we who are about to die. I guess that means challenge accepted for the next time, because I'm gonna crush this and hopefully stay alive until I can retire. Or whatever my next character wants to reach. If you liked what you saw, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you for watching and see you next time.